Welcome to Three the Hardaway, aka the three-man Jalen Weave, aka the best big three since LeBron, D Wade, and Bosh, live on YouTube on a Thursday evening. We had some things to take care of course. We had the NBA Finals pretty much wrapping up earlier this week. We couldn't record on Monday because that's the NBA Finals. And then Tuka, of course, had some things to take care of, got money to make on Wednesday. So we are here on Thursday, man. The season is over. It's kind of crazy that it kind of flew by so quick. But of course, we're gonna wrap up the NBA Finals. It wouldn't be a Three the Hardaway episode without breaking news with JJ Redick being hired as the head coach. Josh Diddy going from Oklahoma City to Chicago for Caruso, which is wild to me, but we'll get into it a little bit later. And of course, yesterday, of course, Juneteenth. Happy belated Juneteenth to everybody that's black out here. And Kendrick Lamar had to pop out and show niggas, man. So 6 times, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry, 6 times for the 6 guy or the 69 guy, depending on who you ask. Yeah, we'll get into all that. Don't know who I am. I am the walking bucket, providing instant offense. It's your boy Savage. Up here, we got the coach on the sideline. Take them school on off the court. And when I say it's really shitty, it's really shitty. Shitty, what's good?
Not much, man. So now I see why you weren't available, because you had to go West Coast yesterday. That's what happened. I get it. Smart man. I see you, brother.
I see that, people. you like how I tied that in, bro? Because like I'm actually, I'm good on it.
We also got your favorite DJ's favorite DJ, the simple man himself, Mr. Ted Shakir. Toot, how you feeling, brother?
Just smoking on this Drizzy pack, dog. It's a rap, dog. You go from doing right and killing everything to just getting killed on Juneteenth, man. It's hard for your boy, but you know what I'm saying. Shout out to King Kendrick and did what needed to be done. He saved us. He saved hip hop. I told y'all off the camera, like, this was deeper than rap. So a lot of people, this is deeper than rap, and we haven't seen the end of it. That's another story I'm saying. We ain't seen the end of it. So. But shout out to Kendrick, shout out to y'all, and shout out to all the black people that celebrated Juneteenth.
Facts, man. Facts on facts on facts. I saw a tweet earlier, and we'll get to this a little bit later, obviously, but I saw a tweet earlier that was a lyric from Successful by Drake and Trey Songz that said, "Diss me and you'll never hear a reply for it." And I was like, Drake, you replied, and it ain't looking too good, man.
Still left on red. Yeah, he left on red. I don't know about that.
Oof. Man, he was tap dancing on that man's grave, man. It was a sight to behold. But we ain't
the whole Inglewood was tap dancing on this man's grave. Man. Like, come on, let's give respect to theirs too.
Man, hey, they went ham on that man. But before we get into that, we'll get into that a little bit later. NBA trivia, man. What we got today?
Of course. So shout out to Joe Felix with this one. Can you gentlemen name me the 8 MVPs not to have an NBA championship? Again, the 8 MVPs to never win a championship. And this is of all time. But Karl Malone is the oldest player. Yeah.
Charles Barkley.
Yep.
D Rose.
Derrick Rose is on that list. Keep it going,
Russell
gentlemen.
Russell
Westbrook.
James Harden.
5 for 5. It should be easy.
Did you get James Harden?
Yeah, 5 for 5.
James Harden.
How many minutes? We missing 3 of them?
3. Mm-hmm. Yep. 2 guards, 1 big.
2 guards, 1 big. Oh, Embiid.
Embiid is.
Oh yeah, duh. Get him out the way.
Give me 2 more, y'all. Let's see if y'all can get 100. 2 guards.
2 guards. Okay. Mm-hmm. We said AI, right?
You did not say AI. That is.
Oh, AI. Damn, yeah.
Okay, AI.
All right, 1 more, y'all. This should be easy. This should be easy.
Come on, man. I brought it here, man. Come on.
Come on. Go 8 for 8. 8 for 8. Come on, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Don't even give it the years. Yeah, the guard part, 90s. Who else? 90s.
Come on, y'all. So 8 for 8. 8 for 8. Yeah, y'all do it for Kobe.
Damn. Somebody commented. I can't look at it.
What range are you like? 90s, 2000s, 2010s?
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. Okay.
2000s period. Nah, no.
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
Okay, guard.
It's so obvious, y'all. I'm so disappointed in y'all right now.
I'm going through in my mind. Okay, so
shout out to Trevor. Trevor, he is a part of the answer, so you better not look.
I'm not looking. Not Tony Parker.
You're so close when you said Tony Parker. You're so close.
Because there's somebody in the West.
Not really. Yeah, somebody in the West.
Oh, Nash. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
No.
Damn.
Your favorite point guard.
2 times. Damn.
I know he's the only white player on this list, but damn, bro. He won that motherfucker twice.
Hey, it's on his record, man. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
on his record.
Shout out to Trevor for getting it right.
Trevor, salute Trevor.
Yeah,
his props, man. I had them all in here: Russ, Harden, Carmelo, Rose, Barkley, MB, AI, and Steven.
Man, like that came right from the Google, nigga. Copy and paste AI.
Yeah. All right, man. So before we get into the NBA Finals, we got some NBA news to discuss. Because, like I said, it's not a 3 to Hardaway episode unless we have breaking news. We had 2 things that happened, really 3 things.
Yeah.
Monty Williams got fired from Detroit Pistons, and a lot of Pistons fans were, I guess, happy about that because they didn't improve. Obviously, they lost a lot of games in a row to the point where teams didn't want to lose to them. And now Monty Williams, who was kind of sought after, after he got fired by the Suns. And I know there was like talks about the Lakers potentially trying to get him away from Detroit, but instead of that happening, he is fired by the Detroit Pistons. So quick thoughts on Monty Williams no longer being the coach of the Pistons.
I don't believe it's going to be for a long amount of time. Of course, yeah, he did make it to the finals, and they ideally got swept. They won 2 games and lost 4 straight. And I feel like I think you might have tweeted this or someone else. Like it just hasn't been the same for Monty Williams since that happened for him. And also look at, the GM is gone from the Pistons. So, you want to do or move in a different direction, which is mighty fine. Well, Monty Williams is sitting on $65 million to do exactly what we're doing right now, sitting on our ass. And not even just sitting on our ass, but also, you can now have this time realistically to take care of your wife and be there for your wife full on. So honestly, it's more of a blessing in disguise than anything. I can't imagine the stress it is for coaching an NBA team. And so kudos to Monty Williams for signing a big check that's going to help carry him and propel him until someone else calls for him. But again, Monty, if you're listening to me, please just be there for your wife. Take a year, take 2, take 3. That $65 million, it's still going to come in. It's still going to be great for you. So I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's a real good point that you made, Cheetah, as far as put family first. And it sucks for me because I was looking forward to see how he would look, in year 2 of the Detroit Pistons, even though they were like the worst team in the league. They still one of my favorite teams to watch. And I was just looking forward to see how they perform next year. But go take care of your family, take care of the wifey, man. It was one of the greatest things to see on Juneteenth is a man, unfortunately getting fired, but hey, you got $65 million, and to my understanding, the Phoenix Suns are still paying him as well. So he's gonna get a check. Once he's getting that bag, and of course, when the job opens up, that will allow him to, be able to coach and continue to be a family man that he needs to be right now. I think, of course, he's gonna take it, but money, he won't be. It's his choice to be out in the league, and you just gotta respect him for what he's doing. Salute to him.
What the Suns paying like 3 different coaches right now?
Yep.
Or 4? Damn.
That's what Money, Frank Vogel, and Bud, I think now.
That's wild.
Hey man, get it how you live. Get it how you live. But Money, I don't think Money's a bad coach. I mean, it's evident, based on him getting the Suns to the finals pre-KD. I think it's just a bad situation. It's like you gotta make sure you pick the right jobs, man. So for Darvin Ham, picking the Lakers, not a good job. Monty Williams picking Detroit. I mean, we liked it at the time for Detroit if they were going to allow him to grow with the team. But I mean, Detroit has not been a good franchise these past really a long time since 2004. Damn here. So yeah, I mean, he 65 M's. I think he'll be okay, and of course, take care of your wife. And he'll probably get him a job at some point, somewhere down the line. He's a valid coach. He's gonna find his way back to an NBA sideline. So next up, the Lakers. They hired JJ Redick officially as their head coach, a 4-year deal. If LeBron stays within that 4 years, he'll be 44 at that time. I don't know if LeBron gonna play until he's 44, but for me, whenever I see a team do transactions, I think about the process, right? Whether it's a trade, a draft pick, in this case, a coach signing with the Lakers. the process for the Lakers is that they want to win an NBA championship tomorrow, like this upcoming year. The problem is you have another rookie head coach in JJ Redick, who looks great on TV, sounds great on TV, but he's never been the head guy on the sideline, not even like an assistant coach, not even an analyst or video guy, none of that. We've seen other guys, Sam Cassell and these other players who have not been a head coach just yet. Sam Cassell just won with the Boston Celtics, matter of fact. But we see these other guys who don't get the opportunity to be a head coach. And just because Redick, who, again, one of my favorite players of all time at Duke, bypasses the bench to be the head guy. Now, granted, I understand like their methodology behind doing it. He's a popular guy. It's going to bring some excitement to the team. He's cool with LeBron, which LeBron is the basis for all of this stuff and how they operate. But I just don't see it ending well for the Lakers. I think it's going to be very polarizing. To Tuke's point earlier, a couple episodes ago about will they continue the podcast after the game. I would love to see it. I'm watching every episode because I want to see whether it's bad or good. I want to see how it works out. But I just can't see it working out. I can't see it for the Lakers. And if they draft Bronny James next week, I might need an ISO. I rarely call for the ISO. I'm a team player. I pass because like the process of the Lakers. This is dumb. Why would you draft Bronny James? I understand why, because that's LeBron's son, but why? He's not going to be a long-term contributing player for the Lakers. It's not happening because LeBron will be gone, and after that, I don't need Bronny anymore. So I don't understand why they would draft Bronny James.
So I think, just to come in, this was because what's LeBron's contract looking like? To my understanding, he's on a player option, right? He's a free agent. Right? He's looking for a 4-year. Honestly, bro, I think the Lakers are stuck with LeBron.
They are.
The reason I say that is because hypothetically, if they didn't bring in JJ Redick, who are you going to bring in for one? For two, you're going to have to develop around Anthony Davis, who really, as you know, a half Laker fan, Savage, would you feel comfortable with building around Anthony Davis?
No.
That's just yes, no question. No. So you got to find pieces for AD. So it's like you're going to start a rebuilding process that Laker fans, in my opinion, should embrace. But I don't think, like you just said, y'all ready for a championship. Y'all ain't won one since the bubble, and this ain't what the Lakers will do. This ain't the tradition for the Lakers. Y'all trying to win. Y'all best chance to win is to go ahead and keep LeBron James until he is 44. And the best way you do that, you bring in a coach that he can, go bounce ideas back and forth from. What I'm trying to say is ain't no coach in LeBron no more. He's the coach. LeBron James is the coach. So how do you best maximize the talent that's going to be around you? Which three, front office, how are you going to maximize the talents that's on the Lakers court? So really the ball for the rest of the offseason is in the Lakers court. And it's going to, of course, start off with LeBron. You want Bronny there. So it's going to be a 4-year project with him. Bronny, if you're not an NBA player in 4 years, deuces just like two in your pops. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all formulating and it's starting to make sense because, like I said, the Lakers and LeBron, they stuck. Just in my opinion, Bronny James.
Are they though? Are they stuck? Because you could just say, you know what, LeBron, we good.
Here's the thing: they shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. Laker fans should embrace a 2-year rebuild, in my opinion. But because they got LeBron and because they got AD, and like I said, if there's no Bron, there's no AD. Ain't no AD. Is there a Bron? So you kind of just there with both of them, and like AD had a hell of a season. So like I said, coach player Bron right now. He got his boy JJ, and they're gonna continue to, I guess, see what can go on, like I guess in the social media world. But still, like, ain't no coach in LeBron. Like LeBron is the coach, LeBron is the player coach, and he's trying to win one more championship on his own.
LeBron the GM too. Hey, he's the GM,
I mean,
the owner, the coach.
We've been saying that. So I mean, so that's it. All NBA LeBron.
Yeah, and to add, I don't know, to add some pico de gallo to this right now, they're also going to be looking at Rajon Rondo,
which I like
as an assistant. Not yet. Now hear me out. I agree, but Rondo's the one that's actually coached. JJ Redick hasn't coached, and Rondo not coaching at the highest level yet. But again, you brought up a good point. Are bypassing everything else that you need to do to coach this.
because Rondo is much better basketball mind than Redick. Let's be real. Like Rondo, he was literally a point guard for a championship team. You can argue he's a Hall of Famer because people talking about
They don't argue.
Actually,
like,
true,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would put him in there just based on like his accolades, but like other folks like, nah, he ain't as good, but like whatever. He literally led really two championship. You're right, two championship teams to a title. So you have to know that he has the basketball mind. Why isn't he being the one pushed to the front instead of JJ Redick?
And I think that there are other jobs that JJ Redick can assume and take. Like the Pistons job would have been somewhere of a start. The Hornets could have been a start for him, but this is, and I'm almost kind of comparing. I'm not going to compare this to the Cowboys because it's not that type of pod right now. But you swing for the home run to sell the tickets, you're not swinging to win a championship. If you were swinging to win a championship, you would have got a better coach, or you would have took more time to figure out what coach is really going to work for this team moving forward. I agree with you that this team does need a rebuild, yes, because LeBron has so many more seasons in him, and honestly, you want to trade AD while he's got some goodness left in him to get back the return. Because don't forget, Lakers fans, I mean, y'all traded the house for him, and those players are thriving at different spots. Matter of fact, one of them just got traded, so we'll talk about that in a moment. But y'all traded all these pieces for him. Got a ring, yes, but before it's too late, if you want a good chance to rebuild, there is still people that will take AD and give you back a return on your investment tenfold. And the last thing I'll say is the only coach besides LeBron to coach LeBron, you're going to need someone that's older, someone that is the same age as him or a little bit younger than him. It's not going to work. It just is not going to work. Y'all might come back to this pod, a year from now and say, oh, look at that. No, we're going to tell you that nigga, JJ Redick, ain't coaching shit. Rondo might be saying some stuff, and LeBron might be saying some stuff, but when it comes to JJ Redick, unless he's talking to Austin Reeves, that's the only white boy I know on that team. That's it.
Let me ask y'all this. A Lakers head coach has not lasted beyond 3 seasons since Phil Jackson. Will JJ last the duration of that contract?
No.
Yes. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes because, like I said, you're trying to maximize the most that you can for LeBron. Like, in my opinion, just they stuck. And this JJ Redick move, especially after being embarrassed, that's what in the media they call it an embarrassment for them to miss out on UConn coach. So you got to bring in save face. And of course, Rondo may have the bigger mind, Sheedy, but I think still when you're the Lakers, you got to save face at this point. You got to bring in somebody that at least looks good for the job. Whether or not he and I know this is weird to say because he hadn't coached any damn body, but JJ Redick's mind still is respected, in the NBA, in basketball, basketball spaces, especially being on ESPN. So, Rondo was able to do his thing there, but Redick, and as well as being counseled by Coach K, I think that'll come into handy as well. So, I mean, I can see 3 years out of Redick. Why not? If Redick's gone, LeBron's gone. I'm gonna tell you that.
So I guess it's a matter of, do we see LeBron playing 4 more years? That's the question.
Because I said there's yes.
That's 4 years of LeBron, 44. I mean, he can do it. I ain't say he can't do it, but man, Bryce gonna be in college by then.
Yeah, that's not a championship team. Because LeBron's still going to be commanding so much. In 4 years, if he stays with these 2-2-2 options, that man's gonna be commanding what? At least 60.
Well, technically he won't because his age.
Oh, the age. That's right.
Age lowers the price, but still, I'm not locking in $30 million to an older LeBron. Like, I don't. I just can't. I don't understand why they would.
I mean, but he's still. Let's act like act like LeBron ain't putting up numbers. So
he is.
No, you know what I'm saying? As long as you can get LeBron healthy in the healthy-ish in the playoffs, you got a
44 though, man.
It depends on the team around him. That's why I said now the ball is in the front office court. D'Angelo Russell better not be on this team next year.
He got to go.
He got to go.
He
might as well trade him to the Bulls too. But also they also can't see the Nuggets no more because the Nuggets are huge kryptonite for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Figure it out, LeBron already.
They got figured out. That's facts.
You know, honestly, before we move, I did see a video of the Celtics using that out of bounds play LeBron and JJ Redick were talking about. So people are watching. You just won a championship listening to Redick and LeBron. So that's not, you know, it looked good, but it may be something bubbling between them.
Okay. Well, you know, we'll be watching. I hope they keep doing the podcast because I definitely will lock in. I would definitely be watching it. All right. Last bit of news. Alex Caruso of the Bulls got traded for Josh Giddey of the Oklahoma City Thunder. No picks were attached to this trade. This was a 1-for-1 trade, and my mind was blown. I was like, did y'all not watch Josh Giddey in the playoffs literally get played off the court? Now, I know styles make fights, but I'm like, this is a white man that cannot shoot, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he's tall, he's lanky, he can dribble, he can pass. That's cool. You got Lonzo Ball at home. Why the hell we picking up Josh Giddey? You know what I'm saying? Who also, by the way, is a freaky ass nigga. What the hell we doing? What the hell we doing? So we're going to move him from Oklahoma City, a small market, to a bigger market with more opportunity to be a freaky ass nigga. That's what we doing, NBA. And you traded him. You didn't even get a first-round pick for Alex Caruso. Oklahoma City got 50 first-round picks. You couldn't get one? Not even like number 30 at the bottom of the first round. I can't get one first-round pick for a two-time first-team All-NBA defense. Alex Caruso, who, by the way, Oklahoma City, hey, that was an amazing trade for y'all. Y'all got rid of a predator to get a lockdown defender to put beside Lou Dort, SGA, Chet Holmgren. They might be the best defense in the NBA next year. Okay. They legit might be the best defense in the NBA because everybody's going to be locking down on defense. That's amazing, amazing trade for the Thunder. Chicago, I don't know what the hell y'all doing. I have no idea what y'all doing. What y'all thinking about that?
You showing me that? Oh, go ahead, Sheedy.
No, go ahead. What I was going to say is out of context, and I'll keep it.
Yeah, just keep it, man. We're not gonna do this, bro. We're healing. We're evolved men. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave it at that. But I think that, you know, of course, shout out to them for getting Caruso, one of the better, if not the best. Was he second team, all second team defense as a guard, and he had a career year points wise, averaged 10 points a game, like 4 rebounds a game. So had a career year coming into that starting lineup and just, you know, lockdown defender. Just, you know, they can definitely easily be top 3 defense. I think they should already top 5 this year already. So Alex Caruso ain't number 30 years old. So that's another veteran in the locker room, you know, that somebody that's going to play that, like I said, had a career year after coming off an injury a previous year before that. So shout out to Caruso. As far as the Bulls go, it's telling because him and Lonzo kind of play the same way. And you bring him in, so is either A, Lonzo not healthy or is healthy as y'all think, or does Lonzo is he gonna be out of here within a year or so? Like, so that's kind of what my thought process is with the Bulls. It's like, are y'all finally about to go ahead and push that button to get everybody out of there? Or are y'all just getting 2 players or one, hoping that one stay healthy and stay, you know, off of 18-year-olds? So we'll see. We'll see.
By 18-year-olds, he meant to lose a couple of numbers there.
No, because at least let him be 21.
Well, let me leave this alone before I go a little bit different. I will say this: yes, congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the Chicago Bulls are going to move on from Lonzo Ball. This is a move to me that is proven like, we've been with this for a while. Lonzo Ball's contract, I believe, was a player option. So he signed into this. It wasn't like a team option, I don't believe. So he signed into his $20+ million that he was collecting while recovering. And when this doesn't work, Lonzo Ball will be on the trade market very soon. They're going to make sure they put him out there, make sure they show how healthy he is. And then he's gone. And they're going to, I think this is the start of the rebuild for the Chicago Bulls. And hopefully so. Zach LaVine also need to go with $60 million that he's making for what? But he'll be gone too. So I think this is just, to your point, just a domino effect of what is to come with the Bulls. And yet, and still, I think the Oklahoma City Thunder, even though they got better, I think they're still missing something else, right? I think getting Alex Caruso was great, a great defender, but they're going to need just one other piece to score. And I know Alex Caruso set up his points, but I'm anxious to see how that will work with them all together. So again, kudos to them, but the Bulls just bullshitting.
Pretty much.
That player option is $21 million, very tradable contract. And I mean, I can't see the Bulls signing Lonzo. So that's, if anything, they're giving you the answer to the test ahead of time. Like, either we gonna keep Lonzo, they trade one or the other at some point, either Giddey or Lonzo. Lonzo, in theory, if he plays at all this year, has way more value than Josh Giddey, and you don't want him to walk for pretty much nothing. You know, him going into his 27-year-old and 28-year-old year. That's crazy. Lonzo for me 27 this year. That's crazy. He was just in high school, man. That's crazy. We getting old. All right. So yeah, the NBA Finals did happen. Boston, they whooped that ass, man. It was not close for the most part.
I agree.
My thoughts on the NBA Finals. One, I mean, Jaylen Brown was amazing, doing what he does on offense and on defense to Luka Doncic. Boston's role players, I mean, they came to play. Derek White had a great series. Drew Holiday, you could argue, was also the MVP candidate. Tatum played well down the stretch. KP, before he got hurt, did what he had to do, 20 points off the bench, I think, in game one. What's the guy named? Was it Hauser and Pritchard coming in making big shots? So it's just like, what more can you do if you Dallas when it comes to stopping Boston? Dallas, their role players just did not show up. PJ Washington, where were you? He couldn't buy a bucket. Nobody could buy a shot from Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. came in for a second, didn't do nothing. Kyrie, for all we talked about with Kyrie, laid a big fat egg and then dapping up everybody at the end of the series, which, I mean, that's respect. I respect it, but damn, give us something to cheer for. And then Luka was a turnstile on defense. I mean, by the way, he's an offensive weapon. I don't expect him to lock down on defense, but you got to try in some capacity. It's the NBA Finals, man. So, am I surprised? No, because after game one, I was like, it might be 5 based on what I saw, and it was 5. Boston is now leading the NBA in NBA Finals championships. They got 18 now. I'm not going to do the whole, is it a dynasty, because those don't really exist in this era. But they got 2 of the best players in the NBA right now, in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. I have a question that I do want to pose to y'all later, but I'm going to let y'all get y'all thoughts off about what y'all saw in the NBA Finals.
I will say that, legitimately speaking, I stopped watching the finals after game 3. And I'm gonna be frank, I'm gonna be honest with you. Frank Lucas on this one. Listen, game 1, Joe Mazzulla had a great game plan in which he spread out that team in the wings and they were knocking down shots. Game 2, different game plan. And even though their shots weren't falling, they were still going after the ball. Heart, determination, getting the rebound. Drew Holiday getting those scoops and whatever. If there was ever a game that Dallas needed to win, it was game 2. But for them to fail those first 2 games, Jason Kidd, then you come into game 3 in Dallas and lay but another egg, it's blasphemy. You're right. The role players didn't show up. Luka crying about that 6th foul. Ladies and gentlemen, I really would like for you all to go back and, now I'm not saying this, go back and watch game 3 in totality. If you think Luka only had 6 fouls in that game, you a motherfucking lie. That boy was fouling left and right, whether it was a force off or him not moving his feet the right way on defense. He fouled way more than 6 times. So I know there was that, oh, you better challenge it. He was upset about that. For what? You fouled out. It's over with. It's done. And then at a time when your team needed you the most, you could not deliver. So, like I said, I stopped watching as of game 3 because at 3-0, I'm not saying your superstars didn't show up in game 1 or game 2 to the totality that they needed to be. And game 3, there were no role players that helped you to win that game. Game 4 and 5. Oh, speaking of Tim Hardaway. Jason Kidd, you had the gall, the audacity to say that Tim Hardaway, like he was Steph and Clay out there when they were down, when they were up 20 points. Ain't nobody playing defense at that time. Playing against some scrubs, you're gonna say, "Oh, he looked like Tim Hardaway out there." I mean, Tim Hardaway looked like him. No, cut the shit, Jason Kidd. That was bullshit on your end. you won game 4, but game 5 was an annihilation on all fronts. And so kudos to the Celtics. Kudos on the 18th banner. Brown, Tatum, they proved that they could, and they did. Joe Mazzulla, you showed me up on your coaching ability as well. Very, very great. And I don't want anyone to, and there's been that talk about, oh, you know, they beat some of the easiest teams, which is true. You know, there were injuries. Yes, there were injuries. However, don't try to sit here and put an asterisk on their championship win. The same way some people will put an asterisk on maybe the bubble season or even the season before that when KD and Clay got hurt, right? No matter what happens, you have to beat the best players out. You have to beat the players in front of you. I can't help that such got injured. I can't help that Jimmy Butler got injured for the Miami Heat. I can't help that whoever else, Donovan Mitchell wasn't playing. Jared, that has nothing to do with the Celtics. The Celtics went out and took care of business. And even when the Pacers started having what Jaylen Brown saying that they looked like they were Michael Jordan came out of nowhere, they still won the game. So Celtics did what they had to do. Was they 16-3 in the playoffs, something like that? Shout out to them. 18th banner. Don't know when 19 will come, but celebrate now, enjoy it now, and get ready for next season.
I'm so happy that you gentlemen decided to take more of like a serious route to this conversation, because mine is just straight up just me. Yeah, you know, for one, shout out to the Boston Celtics. They've been the best team, damn sure, in the East all season, top to bottom. I told you these guys had the top to bottom. They had the best roster coming into the season. And if they would have lost, it would have looked really, really, really bad for them. So regardless of if they, you know, played against weaker teams or played against injured teams, they won as they should have. And they came into the NBA Finals ready, locked and loaded. You know, me and Savage, I think everybody on the spot said it was something different that we just couldn't put our finger on with the Celtics team. And it's like, damn, to my opinion, I don't think they even reached their final form. So I'm excited to see what they do over the offseason and just see, because I believe that they can add some more talent to this team, which is crazy enough, even though they're going to pay Jason Tatum a crazy amount of money. That's the Celtics. And could it be a dynasty? Maybe. But I'd say that to say, gentlemen, we are in a new age, man. We are protected. We got the yin and yang effect going on in the world, because on one hand, you know, the black, we was able to celebrate Kendrick and Juneteenth yesterday. But that was after we had to endure suffering of the Celtics, you know, winning a championship. You know, early in the season, I said, hey, y'all, wouldn't it be funny that because they canceled winning time, that the Celtics win the championship?
You said this shit. I remember you said this shit.
So now it's like the last time they won was 2008. Rest in peace, Kobe. And it's the year 2024. Rest in peace, Kobe. So the West Coast had to endure some bullshit over the last week or so. And also, we want to, at this time, acknowledge the great executive, the greatest executive, in my opinion. That is Mr. Dr. Jerry West. Shout out to Jerry West, the logo himself. We salute you right now on this pod. And thank you for your contributions to basketball. But the Laker fans, LA period, the whole West Coast, us, we have to endure that. Because I'm pretty sure you ask any black person if they're really, really excited that the Celtics won. Yeah. Y'all got this one. It's cool.
Paul Pierce was happy.
Cool. You know, shout out to I got it.
Who's from LA, by the way? He's from LA. Grew up a Lakers fan. He's from Inglewood. Like, that's
Yin Yang.
Celebrating with KG, who, by the way, was supposed to get traded to the Lakers before they get traded to Boston, but we're gonna leave that alone. I'm not a Lakers fan no more.
Man. So no, I say all that to say, like, just in our back to get serious, like, you know, shout out to the Celtics. Could it be a dynasty? I don't think that they can lose so many pieces. But at the same time, if they do lose Derek White, who deserves to get whatever bag that he's about to get. But I think Derek White, hopefully, is somebody that can play. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's give it 2-3 more years, and then I can go ahead and get the max. If I was Derek White, that's how I would control my career. But of course, I'm not him nor his manager, so we can't determine what happens with that. But I think the Celtics do got a chance because who else is in the East that'll really go against them like that? Outside, I mean, you got the Knicks, but it's going to take them to do some maneuvering. You know, Heat, it can definitely see the Heat back, but it's going to take them to do some maneuvering. Meanwhile, like I said, the Celtics literally have their core right now, and they got the coach. Unfortunately, they got their culture, and I can easily see them back at least in our finals again.
For sure. They're not. Indiana's not better than them. I think New York at full strength could give them trouble, but when will that happen with Tom Thibodeau?
Exactly.
Philly is interesting if they can get a third piece.
I think
if they can get a third piece, that'd be interesting. I think Miami in general, if they just are together in the playoffs, Miami is always giving Boston trouble. That's just what it is. So, and then also Orlando might step up next year. We'll see. We'll see how they do it. But yeah, Boston, they should be back.
Let me say this too, though. Like, with them coming back, I don't know, similar to what happened in the West this past season, is that what they want to do? What I mean by that is I feel like they came into the season extremely hungry to get that 18th banner. And have they now sufficed? To your point, too, I agree. I don't think they've hit their zenith yet. I really think they got some more to go.
Yep.
But do they have enough, like, I really want this again next season?
Jaylen Brown, dude, shit.
he does.
Drew Holiday, they're still there.
So dogs.
Because he can be healthy, hopefully.
When I look at that, and the reason why I said I think about what just happened with the Nuggets, right? And I just don't know if the Nuggets had.
That's true.
Of course they
Joker was so lackadaisical. It was like,
I got a ring. Like I'm fine. I'm gonna play with my horses now. And so I just hope that they still have that same energy in terms of I want this banner like they did this entire season, being the number one team. So that's all. That's all I want to say.
That's fair. I brought up Jaylen Brown, and he's Finals MVP, obviously, and that's who I predicted to be Finals MVP. So I'm I don't say excited, but like I feel validated in my Jaylen Brown's better than Jason Tatum. I'm not here to debate that because that's what it is for me. Like I'm not surprised by that. But I do want to ask y'all, like, where, and we're gonna do our ranking like down the road. So I'm not holding y'all accountable to this, but like as of right now, like where do you see Jaylen Brown in terms of like perimeter players? Like where is he ranking right now with the rest of the league? He's a shooting guard listed by ESPN, of course, but I'm saying he's a wing player. Like this man can go get 30, 40 points. He will guard your best player. I didn't really see too much of the left hand being a problem in the playoffs, but when it comes to like tenacity and desire and passion to be great, to play hard, I have zero questions about Jaylen Brown. And if he can put it all together, I was literally wondering what is his ceiling as a player with that culture, with that roster around him. I mean, we saw, for example, how Steph, Clay, and Dre kind of enhance each other. And with Tatum and Brown and whoever's Porzingis in this case, how are they going to enhance each other? And I see Jaylen Brown being kind of the top dog, which he was for this playoff run. Where do y'all see him, or how do y'all see him developing, and where do y'all rank him right now?
I want to take a stab at this first.
Okay.
Because you're talking to somebody that's with you, Savage, that's always said, hey, if you give me a choice between Brown and Tatum, I'm taking Brown, and it ain't no hesitation. I've been saying that we've been saying that for years. So for him to, like I said, just kind of validate that with winning Finals MVP with that dog mentality that he got, it kind of made me feel good for sure to know that, hey, I was kind of we kind of hit it right on the head. But I say that to say that we were ready to name Ant-Man the best player in basketball. He played, I bring up Ant-Man because you can say the same thing about, in a way, coming into the season, Devin Booker. So I think if of course we're gonna rank them later in the summer, but if you're talking to me as a top three, those are the top three, ESPN ranked shooting guards. You can easily say at this point that Jaylen Brown is the best shooting guard in the league. To answer your question, if we're gonna be fair, let's be fair, because like I said, if Ant-Man would have won a whole championship, I would have called him the best player in the league for sure. If Devin Booker would have had a better season, I can say that he's the number one shooting guard in the league. But now he's playing point guard, so is he really a shooting guard? So again, I say Jaylen Brown, to answer your question, Savage, Jaylen Brown's the best shooting guard in the league right now.
And to piggyback off what Tuga said,
Appreciate it.
Your question is best. It's like perimeters, right? And so I'm not sure how we'll do this, but I believe if you're having a conversation and Jaylen Brown after this performance is not top 6 within those parameters, then there is something seriously wrong with how you look at basketball.
Because you put point guards in that list, right, Shooting?
Right. So however you want to, come on, right. So like there's no way he slips. You said top 3, so I'm with you. Top three, right? So it has to be somewhere within that ranking. And again, I hate when people do not look at things like the playoffs. Like the playoffs are like the bread and butter of it. Like your job when you signed your contract was you want to go win a ring. Like nobody's like, oh, besides Paul George sometimes, but I just want to play for a good basketball team. That's it. No, you could go on to get a ring. And if getting a ring means I'm also the best player on my team, then by God, he's got to be in the top 6. Got to be going into this next season. And others that didn't get the chance, not even get the chance, that got into the playoffs and stunk it up for whatever reason or didn't make the playoffs for whatever reason, need to take a step back because now you need more to entice you to get there, right? Because again, to me, I feel like Brown and Tatum in the Celtics organization was hungry this year. So you saw an elevated Brown and to the point that continues to be made, still not even to the zenith of where he can be. So yeah, top 6 for sure.
It's gonna be interesting to see how we, scope the whole league out because I'm like, based on your point too, like we have to give him his credit. I mean, just for example, we gave Jamal Murray credit last year, and to some extent that was kind of fool's gold because he only reached up in the playoffs. But even this year, he wasn't that good in the playoffs. But whereas we've seen Jaylen Brown be good, not just in the playoffs, but also the regular season too. So you gotta give him his credit, man. Chris from No Bluffing says, which one elevates more teams still if he was traded? I say Brown. I would have to agree with that because just based on how Jaylen Brown plays. Now, that being said, Tatum had a great second half of the series, man. Like he was getting every rebound, getting every assist, and then he started scoring towards the end where it's like, all right, now you see Tatum is showing up now. And like to that end, it's kind of unfair as a team going against it. It's like, damn, Tatum going, Brown going, Derek White going, Drew Holiday is on me right now. I'm like, damn, like what do I do as a team? Which was Jason Kidd's conundrum. It's like, what do you do? There's nothing that you can do because you don't have the players to compete with Boston, who's been together for so long. But I think that's more about Jaylen Brown's environment. He's in Boston, a championship culture, a team that stays together, that tunes out the outside noise, and they just go out there and play ball, man. And so I think with those factoring in, you like I said, you got to put Jaylen Brown at the top of the list somewhere at the top, on top half of it. You can't be bottom half. Can't say, his left hand is not right. Like, nah, that man played his ass off literally all playoffs. Like there was no question about Jaylen Brown. So we'll see later in the summer when we're doing our top 50, I think we said.
You wanted to do 100, I thought.
I don't know about 100.
Okay, I'm cool with 50.
No, we be here all day.
No. Top 50 is good because that's 5 episodes, 10 players apiece. Mm-hmm. I'm good with that. We ain't doing 100. That's too damn many.
I like that.
Too damn many. But yeah, we gonna let go of the positions because it's too much ambiguity with positions. Vocab word today, ambiguity.
Absolutely.
Positions. So we're gonna just say, you know what, who the best player in the league, regardless of position, regardless of team. Like who is the top dog in the NBA? So we'll get into that a little bit later in the NBA season. Speaking of a little bit later, we are gonna take a break as far as like episodes because we got the draft coming up next week, and then we got NBA free agency. So what I would like to do is to let all the teams settle in, get your draft, get your trades, whatever you're gonna do, because I would hate to make an assumption of a team and then they trade players away. It's like, damn, well, we didn't wait till stuff gets established. So we will take a break. Not sure how long we're going to take. But us, the guys, we do need some time to kind of just not to worry about coming on Monday nights and recording. So, yes, I am giving y'all vacation.
God damn. You the round of applause. Shit.
Praise God.
Because we've been going hard for I think 12 straight weeks.
We don't miss a week.
And I don't understand. Like, we literally seeing our YouTube subscribers going up on a weekly.
Thank you.
56, man.
And we appreciate every subscriber that we got. But
Yes,
if for everybody to think this shit easy, nah, it's not, man. So it's like sometimes you just need a break. I was literally texting Sharky now. Where let's really, we got our no, literally, I would say I can show y'all now. It was like, hey, when we start the NFL, like
immediately
division talking, it's like mid-July. All right, cool. I can probably take the next week or two off just not doing nuts. Y'all might not see me on social media. That's needed, guys. Gentlemen, guys, and women that's listen to the pod. Sometimes you just got to break. And when you get back out, you got to pop out and show niggas. Like,
speaking of that, let's end the show right there.
You weren't supposed to say that. Okay.
Let's end the show right there.
Come on, man. We do this, bro.
We gonna end it right here, man. I just want y'all thoughts about Kendrick Lamar. So I have come out and said that I was not the biggest Kendrick Lamar fan. And as I was listening to the show, I'm like, damn, I know all these songs. I know all these damn songs. Like when he got into that Good Kid, Mad City bag, I was like, damn, this is like college, bro. I remember all these damn songs, and even the songs that was more recent. I was like, this nigga, okay. I'm a low-key a fan. I'm not like a huge Kendrick Lamar fan, but I think just like like Jaylen Brown, his tenacity with how he approached the beef, and it was like no mercy. Like, nah, we ain't doing all that singing and all that soft shit. I'm coming at you all the way. Like, that made me even more of a Kendrick fan, I would say, on the other side of this beef. So, salute Kendrick. I don't know what Drake got to do to come up out of this, but take a break, Drake. We talked about it earlier. Take a break. Take about 6 months off. Come back 2025.
Take a break, Drake. Whatever.
Take a break, bar. But yeah, I'm done. That's all I got for the beef. You got it, bro.
Hey man, 6 months. It needs to be a little bit longer than that, bro. Like we just witnessed one of the greatest funerals according to social media of all time. Again, it helped contribute to the beautifulness of Juneteenth. Everybody should be proud of it. All the literally gang member to gang member difference, that whatever you want to call it, on stage together. It was just a beautiful thing. Like I grew up in Memphis, of course, but I always felt like a part of me has been in the West, man. And Kendrick has helped with that. I've been a huge fan since Good Kid, Mad City, a little bit before then actually. But that album is probably one of the albums that resonates with me the most. So to say I'm a Kendrick fan I'll be underrated myself. But for him to come out and literally, like you said, treat this beef, as if he was fighting for his career in a way. Because like you said, it all started with just being the best. Hip hop is a competitive sport. Actually, to me, it's probably the most competitive sports. And for you to say, oh, it's the big three. Nah, let me show you now. It's Big Me. And like I said, Kendrick from the West Coast needed that one. Big salute to Nip Hussle as well. Somebody that was taken way too early from us. And I'm just, it was something the West Coast needed. It was something that hip hop needed. And I'm happy that we were able to experience something like that. Especially on a beautiful day that Juneteenth is.
Hey, real quick too, if I had one thing that I would correct from last night, as far as like Kendrick's whole set, he should have did rigor mortis, man. Like he should have did rigor mortis, and I wish he would have did High Power because that was produced by J. Cole. Just to fuck with him. But I respected it.
Those two and Cartoons and Syria. Cartoons and Syria probably my favorite Kendrick Lamar track of all time. So if he would have did either of those three, especially with the High Power, that's damn. Damn.
Yeah, and the only thing, I'll add a few things. One, you have not seen the city of LA come together with gangs, with Bloods and Crips since the 30 years. Since the police riots and everything that was going on.
And then to do Mad City on top of that, Pyrus and Crips all got along. I was like, the poetry.
All got along, man. And that was so amazing to see because, again, like you said before, too, this is bigger than just hip hop, right? This is life for real. And to your point, he was fighting for his life. And if nothing else from this, if no one else has learned anything from this, this has thus elevated Kendrick above all other rappers at this point. Because there's nothing right now, in my mind, there's nothing any rapper can do to go above this. We're going to be talking about this for at least the next few months. At least. Because guess what? Then I Like Us came out how long ago? And it got 6 spins at a concert. I just took my kids to the skating rink on Tuesday. And guess what they were skating to?
They not like us. They like what?
Like, to make a diss track that goes everywhere. Sorry, Drake. Go have fun with your kids. Find somewhere to take them. Go low. Stay there for a very long time. And this is me being the Drake fan that I am. Stay low. You lost like a motherfucker. Give kudos to Kendrick. And he did it. And we were able to watch this for free. We didn't have to pay them Drake prices, by the way.
Exactly.
And Drake didn't cancel. Okay, Kendrick cancel.
Kendrick cancel, yeah.
We'll leave it right there because Memphis, Drake. I'll leave that alone.
My thing is, for all the listeners, of course, it's a basketball podcast. But me being on the media side of things, I just want to leave y'all with this question. Where does the music industry go from here? Because, just in a more deeper level, it was Kendrick fighting for, I'm going to say, and I hate to say it like that, but for his career, but it was the culture going against the establishment, not to, bring that kind of talk in. But that's literally what we witnessed, because Drake was literal to meet the music business as it is. All the resources, he was able to do anything he want musically. And then you got Kendrick, who was literally the culture, whether people want to put that stamp on him or not. So it was more so than hip hop going against each other. It was, where does hip hop go from here? Who's going to win more, the independent or the culture, or is it going to be the labels and the music business as it is? And it's both are shifting crazily right now. We don't even know.
I think this made like rappers probably even more hungrier to like, let's get back to rapping, bro. Because like even in the middle of this beef, like early on before he dropped Not Like Us, I was like, give me a song that has staying power. I don't like all these other like side disses with like these whack instrumentals. Like, I mean, I'm here for the raps, you know what I'm saying? But we also here to dance and entertain. Like, and that's literally what Kendrick Lamar did. You got people dancing to a song calling this man a pedophile. Like, like you literally, like, if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, this is a crazy song.
The truth, right there in front of us.
Like, this is a crazy song, but like he riding the hell out this beat, bro. Like perfection. And on top of that, his stage presence, 100%. His breathing control on the stage, like that man rapped.
That hot ass city.
The mic was on, ladies and gentlemen, and it was no stuttering, no stammering. He meant every word, every syllable, every pronunciation, every enunciation. Like Kendrick Lamar, like I applaud you, man. I'm not even the biggest Drake fan. I'm a J. Cole fan, so I'm in the middle. I'm off to the side. I'm not even relevant. But Kendrick Lamar, hey, salute to you, brother.
This is clearly going to be the last part we talk. But DeMar DeRozan was there, right?
DeMar DeRozan.
Talking about whoa. DeMar. We gonna stay with DeMar.
All right.
Was rapping about pedophile, and now as a teammate with the.
God damn it, CD.
It's good. It's all good.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen,
God damn it, CD. Trade DeMar. Get him out of there. God damn.
Free DeMar DeRozan. I saw somebody say trade to the Grizzlies again too. Somebody said trade to the Grizzlies again.
Hey, I just want y'all to know that Grizzly, the championship pipeline is ready and real. It's well and back alive. Shout out to the former Grizz, the winning championship.
Still been gathered out there, man. So, all right, man, let's get up out of here. We're going to be on break. I don't know how long, but the guys need a break. I need a break. I'm operating on 1 hour of sleep. So, as you can imagine, I'm going to take my ass to bed these next 30 or so minutes. So, we will be back probably after the draft, after free agency gets settled in. I don't know when like the Olympics start, but sure, we'll dabble in that a little bit as well too. But we taking a break, man. We taking a break. So anything y'all want to say before we get out of here?
Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving us an hour of your time every week.
So,
absolutely appreciate y'all. Every week, y'all tapping in, more subscribers. Like, tell the homies about us. Of course, this ain't they finna take a break, so they finna break up because Savage can't, keep. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm saying this is just a breakout. We'll definitely be back.
Yep.
Season 3 on the way. Appreciate y'all, man. Tell the homies about us. Tell the homettes about us. Man, yeah, that's the word, bro. But I appreciate y'all. Salute to y'all. Sheedy, Good shit on the fight for cancer, bro. You inspired a lot of people this season. Savage,
sir.
you know, the head of the ship. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Media man.
Media man.
Media man.
Media
Meteorologist.
man. Yes, man.
All right, man. So when y'all see us again, it'll be season 3 for the big 3. Stay safe. Be blessed. Peace.